Hello, 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 all my beautiful, amazing, fantastic machine heads. Welcome, welcome, welcome back to episode number 8 of the Van Ham Wham in Debt series. We are on in October. I have pushed the series to, as I talked about in my community page, we are now going to record every other month because I want to push it. I have some fantastic news that I'm not going to just release yet, but it will be happening. My channel will be going in a different direction, but still lots and lots and lots of farm sim stuff, but different direction in the style of the videos. And it's originally what I made the channel for, and that's it. So we're going to get off this series, not off of it. We want to finish it before we start that. So I looked down at the clock and I thought, ooh, it's the 12th already, which means by the first of the year, I have to be done with all these crazy challenges. Have to. So we are in episode 8. We got a lot of work to do today. And then like I posted in my community page, what we're going to do is start releasing. So I'm releasing now in October. I won't go again until December. That way you guys can come back and see what we got going on. So let me get you up in the air and I'll show you what we cleared, first of all. And we will go probably 7 since we don't have to go very far. And also, I wanted to show you, we have reached 1,000 trees cut down on the map so far. Okay? Now, up until today, I had done it all by hand or with the harvester. Starting today, we brought back the Brooks. And the reason why is I want to get this series done. We are also at, I think we're close to 2,500 chickens now. We got 2,000 chickens. So we're going to get you up in the air and get you going first. As you remember our fields now, get you up here far enough. Look how far in the future there you can see we have cleared some major trees out. Major. We've got now 7 fields and we're getting ready to plow this one this episode. So as you can see, my little Volvo there makes nice little roads. It's awesome, and you can use it when you're in negative numbers. We have now, so today what we've got to do is we've got to pick up the straw here. We've got to lime it. We got to seed it. Okay? Then we're going to harvest this field way down here where I have the header. Then we're going to harvest this field, lime it. Okay? And then add on to it. We've got to add on to it. 3 strips, and then we can plant wheat in it, okay? And then we will have wheat, I think wheat, and then this one is wheat. Then this one will be wheat, and then these fields out here are sorghum because we just started them. So they go sorghum, then wheat, then they come back to sorghum, and then we go barley. So wherever we're at that point, but I wanted to let you know that I'm super, super stoked. I've got some things planned in the works. I am not going to release any information yet, so please, please, please don't ask me. But we have got some serious plans coming with the channel, and I'm excited about it. We're still hashing out some of the details and things, but it's going to bring my channel back to what I wanted, so I'm going to piggyback off of that and go with what I need to do. So let's get this off and this off, you know, there. So first and foremost, we got to get in our little van here, and we got to get these eggs put in the refrigerated eggs or they're going to spoil. We've got 16,000 liters of eggs in here. That's pretty cool. I will also show you, this does 2, or might be able to fit 3 in here if I do it right. As I showed you guys, remember how it had dropped down with the wood chips? It was down to like 900. Now it's up to 1,700. See what I mean? And the more, so basically if that gets to 2,000, and we only need 100 million. And while we're doing that, we will come across here. I'll show you real quick what we got in our little van over here. So that's why I've always been honest and open with you guys. That's why the Brooks is back, because I want to push this series and get her done. But in our van right now, we have 10 million liters. So that's $20 million. So if we can get that up to 2,000 and we get 100 million liters of wood chips in here, game over. We're done. we're done at that point. See what I mean? And then we can start doing this channel the way I want to do it. So I'm excited for the first of the year to come. I'm excited for us to get back to what we needed and what I originally made this channel for. Before we get too much faster and more into this series, I want to give a couple shout outs real quick to a couple of guys that are becoming quite the little close friends to me, and I want to thank them for everything that they've done, pushing my channel, pushing their channel. They're also content creators. We all know, I talk about him all the time, Big A. He's constantly pushing my channel, constantly giving me love on his channel, and that's just, it makes it very easy to like somebody who also pushes what you're pushing. So thank you to Big A. Big shout out. Salute to you. The other one is fairly new to the channel, but I've known him for about a month, a little over a month now. And that's Wham Gaming, hence what this series is named after. The Wham Wham or in Debt series, I named it after him. He's from Australia. He's a content creator. He's about the same size channel as me, but just an amazing dude. An amazing content creator. Funny. He does many games. He's also getting his channel and all his ducks in a row coming the first. So all three of us will be changing to what our channels were supposed to originally be made. So get ready for the new improved Fury channel in about 2012 and 24, about 12, about 3 weeks, less than 3 weeks, and we'll be ready to go. And then there's no going back after that. Once I've done that massive change, that's going to be the videos that I make. So this will be the last crazy series, and I hope that by the first I can get it done. And that's it. All right, so let's go. And I just did what I needed to do, so let's now concentrate on this series. So that's why I went ahead and did it. I did up until I have not used that Brux at all. And that is my word to you up until starting after I record this. Then I will start using it. See what I mean? I have not used it. I've cut every tree down with either a chainsaw or the harvester up until now. So all 1,000 trees I cut down by hand or with a harvester. And that's my word to you. That's definitely, I've always been transparent with you guys and always told you guys how it is. And that's the way I've always been. So now we can concentrate, and I made that decision today when I posted it on my community page that, okay, we're into our third week on the map already. And as you can see, I haven't been lowering any money. I've been putting it into the van, and when we get there, it's going to be over, and it'll be awesome. But we just want to make sure that we're getting this done before the first of the year. And that's why I was like, okay, I'm going to run. If I just played this realistically and just kept going and going, and then built a farm out and cut down all the trees and all that stuff, then we would be here for a long time, which is fine. That's what we want to do when we're doing crazy challenges. But this is, like I told you guys, I think I told you on Monday. Well, it was Sunday for me, but Monday for you guys, that it's a one-off. I did this challenge because Van's never seen it. Well, Ham, shall we say. Ham's never seen it. I've done it several times off camera. But when you're doing it off camera, it's not so much, you're not like in the eye of the public. You can kind of tweak things and mix and match. And I had forgotten how hard it is to do anything when you owe a whole bunch of money. Like I can't terraform, I can't paint. If it wasn't for my Volvo over there, I wouldn't be able to paint at all. I wouldn't be able to terraform. I can't buy water that's free. The only water that I can get is water from like a lake. I can't even fix my vehicles. I can't do any of that stuff. So we're also going to leave this straw in here until we get done. Well, no, we'll put it in there. We want to sell it and keep making money. So the money that we have made, this almost $8 million that we have made, has been from the sale of fertilizer. And that's still pretty cool, So let's take this down, do that, grab our lime, grab the lime this, seed it with wheat, and then we're ready to go. I also, like you said, like I stated last time, I brought precision back. So there we go. But I am, honestly, I also wanted to give a big shout out, like I said, to Big A. Congratulations on him. He will be having merch for his channel. I don't know the exact date when it's going to release. He's in talks with somebody who is close to him in his town, and they're going to do a little deal kind of thing. So follow his channel and subscribe to his channel, and you'll find out more information. But it's kind of cool that, you know, when you know somebody personally and close and they start getting the merch. I've tried twice, and both times fell through. So, yeah. And then when you head over to Van Ham Gaming, just make sure you tell him Fury sent you, and he is very, very open and welcome. So is Big A. And there are a lot of content creators that come and watch my channel, and you guys know who you are. Bart and Russell and Kara and the people that, and Bill Cowboy, the ones that literally comment on every video and, you know, most uplifting words. And the only thing that I have not ever gotten away from is that we're family friendly. You know, for those of you who are new and have recently subscribed, a little bit about myself. I am a third-generation real-life farmer. I own a farm right now. I run a farm. I don't own it. Somebody else does, because what happened in 2007 when my dad passed away, my mom didn't want to do it anymore, so she rented the farm to a local guy named John, and he runs the farm, but I work on the farm every day. And I got the farmhouse when he passed away. That was it. We moved my mom and her new husband closer to town, because I live out in the middle of nowhere, so they could be closer to amenities and all that stuff. So I farm literally every day. But my channel was based on something completely different, and it has morphed into this crazy, insane challenge channel, and I don't want it like that anymore. I'm going to be changing it really, really quickly. Well, within the next 3 weeks. And that's the videos I'm going to put out, and I'm hoping that you guys stay with me. And I know that many of you who have joined for the crazy challenges, I'm sorry, but they just, it's to me, Farm Sim isn't about making lots of money. I started doing the crazy challenges to challenge myself, because, sorry, as I clear my throat in your ear hole, I started doing the crazy challenges to challenge myself, because Farm Sim goes through a lot of roller coasters. I have noticed that, and many of you have noticed it too. 1 minute, people want to see super realistic. The next minute, people want to see crazy challenges. So I found myself chasing. And it's the worst thing you can do. And it got me into a huge depression, got me into a huge problem. And now the channel has morphed into what I've been putting out lately, which is crazy, insane, $1 million money, crazy stuff. And it's not me. I love to teach farming. I love to bring an aspect of real life farming. I wanted a channel to where I could teach you guys what it's like to be a real life, like live through the eyes of a real life dairy farmer. We have 125 head of Holsteins on this map, or on this farm that I'm on, that I live on. And it's just, I wanted to do that, and I kind of got away from it, like really far away from it. Like this is so far extreme away from it that it's, you know, it's not the way it should be run. You know, I got caught up into mods and all this stuff, which is, mods are great. You can do super realistic with mods, but, you know, and it's not fair. It's not fair to do to you. It's not fair to do to me. And we got where we need to go. So I'm not going to continue on. We're still on this series until it's done. Oh, got some lime over there. Got some lime over there. Overspray is crazy. But we're excited. You know, I'm excited to get back. We all have those New Year's resolutions, and I'm not going to sit here and be completely oblivious to the fact that there may be a couple of times that we throw out a couple challenge videos and things like that. But, yeah. I also will be probably putting out some other gaming videos, which is exciting to me. Many videos many games that I've downloaded off of the Xbox and all that stuff, you know, because I have the Xbox Game Pass. I just have, you know, there's a lot of times on, you go on a couple of these different sites and they will offer you free games. They'll give you free games, and I've gotten a lot of them over the years that are in my library that I just want to play and just kind of come and do things. But we're not going to go too crazy. Like I stated in my introduction of myself, as far as on my channel, I love all simulator games, and I love all things simulated related, more realistic role-playing games, things like that. That's what I like. So I'm going to be getting some Euro Truck Simulator out there. I got this $1,000 setup sitting in front of me with the steering wheel and pedals and shifter, and, you know, and I'm not using it. I'm using a controller for Farm Sim because it is easier. So I think this seeder's full. Yeah, we're going to get this seeded in wheat because wheat takes forever to grow. But I'm just excited, guys. I'm really genuinely excited to get things going where they need to be. We are flying through seeds, by the way. I think we only have like 18,000 in here. Ooh. Brakes are bad on this tractor. Okay, and then I'm going to switch this to wheat. Whoops. There we go. Now that, where it tells you what's in it, that doesn't come in the game. That's a mod. That is the multi-fruit mod. There we go. So we're at that point, like with this, especially with this series, where a lot of it is rinse and repeat. Like what I'm doing right now, I do every day pretty much. And so I wanted you guys to come back with some tons and tons and tons of stuff. Like when you guys left last video, I only had that. I'm going to be adding a second field down there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've officially got 6 fields right now, and we're about to have the 7th. And that's what I want to do, you know? And I know that series tend to evolve and tend to morph into what we need them. And this series had every intentions of it. But somebody that's becoming very close to the channel has really woken me up in the last couple of days and said, you know, they didn't really say anything to me. They don't have to. I know where I'm at. I know where I'm at as a content creator. I know where I'm at as a streamer. When you come into Fury Streams, I'm not quiet. I'm going to be talking nonstop. I'm going to be talking to people in the chat. And a lot of people get annoyed with that, but that's who I am. But I have gotten away from my channel, and it's the only thing that I really haven't gotten away from, like I said, is, you know, a little bit more about myself and my channel is we are a family fun channel here. We don't curse. We don't swear. We don't talk politics. Everybody's got an opinion, and we kind of leave those opinions at the door. And we do that on purpose. Oh, you know what I did? I can't seed this yet because I got to add on. Everybody. I forgot. I got busy talking. You know, everybody's got their opinions about what's going on in the world. I don't want you coming to the channel for that. I want you to come into the channel to enjoy some Farm Sim content, enjoy some Truck Simulator or Euro Truck Simulator content, enjoy me. You guys will start to see, many of you can tell when I'm happy, when I'm putting out stuff that I'm enjoying doing, because my voice picks up. I tend to talk a lot faster. I tend to make a lot more jokes. I tend to do the things like we've gotten away from trivia. We've gotten away from all the stuff that we wanted to do, and we're going to get back to that. We're going to get back to it. We're going to, you know, you guys were so into the trivia that I had to, like, my son went out and bought me a 5,000 trivia question book at one point. So, all right, so 3 strips is what we got to do, and we got to do it from the edge of the road. So we got to do this, and then turn it on, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to go right to here. That starts us new. That connects the planner. There we go. Go 3 strips. As you can see, I've cleared all the way down so that we're ready to add on, and I will make sure that's done every time. Every episode going forward, every time we harvest, we will add on. I almost forgot. So we're going to plow this right into the new and improved middle field here. And then I'll show you how much we added. Let's go a little bit more square like that. There. So we can come right up the edge. There's one. Keep that road the same. There we go. And here's number 2. Hoo-hoo-hoo. But, you know, it's a good thing that I've got myself surrounded by a couple of people close to me. I will be reaching out to a few family members over the next couple of weeks. Family members that you... Ooh, that's down. That might not even seed, guys. We might have to come over here with the Volvo and level that section out. Go from there. But I'm going to be, you know, everybody gets excited about the holiday times. Should have brought the Volvo in here. There's 2. 1 more. And the reason I do 3 is because the header is 13 meters wide. And it gives us... this is 9 meters wide, so if you go 9 times 3 is 27. It gives us literally 3 new passes on the header. Or 2. I'm sorry, 2. Because the header's 13. Nice. I'm not going to worry about liming and stuff the addition because I forgot about it. I'm sorry. My fault. There we go. And this is 2 full passes with the new harvester, which gives us, it only gives us about 10,000 more, which is exciting. There we go. 3 passes, and we can fold this bad boy up. There we go. Add it onto that field, and we'll come right up with the seeder and do that. And bang, bada boom, bada bing. I can't believe how much the wood chips have gained in price. But it's kind of like, you know, when, getting back to our little story, when you start making the correct changes in your life, it makes everything easy. Makes everything simpler. Yeah. Not going to harp on it too much. I've already talked about it enough, but we're moving in the right direction, and it'll be a couple weeks. I just want to get off this series and have us complete it is what I want to do. Now, many of you realize that the Brooks is kind of cheating, but on the same token, when you have to clear so many trees and you're so far into debt, you got to do what you got to do. But I did stay true to it, and the only reason I brought it back was because I want to make the changes I want to make, and that's it. So now we just seed in all of this stuff. This won't be fertilized or limed. It'll be fertilized, but it won't be limed. So, and I think it's going to say no data found now. That one is. So what we got to do is I found out it lets you buy the precision. It lets you buy it. See, because now yeah, see, it took 11,000, added 11,000. So now when we seed it and stuff, it'll give us the data. Isn't it weird how it won't let you do anything else, but it will let you buy soil samples? It's like crazy. No values detected. Did I do that right? That's... It just charged me another 11,000. Huh. Either way, we'll get it. It's only adding 2 strips, but I know it let me add it on the field. Maybe I should have had it all plowed in first and then bought it off the new field. There. Still very small field, though. And we're 25 minutes in. I still haven't even started harvesting. See? That's what I wanted. And I don't want you guys to watch a bunch of trees being cut down. Been there, done that. So, yeah, let's do it. But once we get this series off, we can clear the slate and we can literally do what we need to do. Technically, I could hire course play. There. Now this should come up. There we go. And start giving me a decent amount. Let's do this. Let's see if it makes me... That one's giving me the thing. So, I don't know. Maybe I should have just plowed it all in and started over and then bought those soil samples. I'm not buying another one. I have already spent $22,000 on soil samples. Not going to do that again. So we're going to seed a little bit here in between, and then we're going to start getting that harvest going and getting that field limed. And then I think what I'll do is for that field, I'll plow it all in, the whole field off camera, and then we'll start over with our soil samples because it's not taking the ends. It's only taking where I had the original field, where I made the field. And I'm glad that it lets you buy it. So, and technically, you know what? Why don't we do this? Why don't we do... Will he go up there? I don't know where he'll go to. He should go all the way up. So we should be able to start him here. I'm going to use some course play for a change. We'll find out. I want to go from the nearest waypoint, though. See if he'll go from there. Yeah, because he's on the second headland. There you go. He might miss a little bit because I was over, but I can clean that up. Yeah, it did. It is going to go. What's going on there? Why is it skip? Oh, because his second headland is done. So he should come up here and go to the second headland. All right, let's get let him do what he needs to do to get finished. That way you guys don't have to watch me. Because we're already 30 minutes in and we got to get that field harvested. There. And we filled it last time, so this is predominantly going into the silo. We can dump what we can into there, but chances are, I know that it was 120,000 was what I needed for my animals. Yeah, 120,000. I have 110,000 in there now. For 2,000 chickens, it only takes 120,000. But we've done quite a bit so far in this series, and I can't wait for the episode to show you guys that we got $200 million in debt. I mean, after all, guys, we're only on episode 8. So, yeah, there's going to be a little bit I got to clean up. But this field down here should pretty close to fit the whole 30,000. Pretty close anyways. But you can see we're starting to get a lot of fields. I got to plow that one in now, make that a field, and then we'll keep extending it up that way. And I got to make another field here, and then keep extending it, and then one more over there, and one more over there. Oh, it's going to have so many fields to do. I would have had a lot more done, but it rained for half of September. And remember, we're only playing 8 hours now because it gets dark at 4 o'clock. So we're only going to be able to play once this episode's over. I can only play 1 more hour off camera. So that's why I'm going ahead by 2 months, because it'll get us through the winter months. It's still 70 degrees out in October. And then we'll pick up this. Once we get the straw done on this, then we'll lime it. And we don't seed this one until tomorrow. Well, till November. Then we'll seed this one. So that we continue to have our rotation. This gets seeded in wheat. You can see where our addition, we can add on 3 strips right here at the end. Yeah, we're doing good. But there may come a time when I don't add any more fields. I just start. In fact, I think once I get 7 fields. Well, once I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fields, and then we'll take 8 and 9. Once we get 9 fields, we won't add any more fields. That's the fields we got. That should just about feed our chickens, and we'll then just start clearing trees and start getting out of here. We'll come back and harvest. If I was a betting man, I would probably say another couple of weeks, because now that I'm focused on it, we'll start making money. Like I said, we have over $10 million, or 10 million liters into the van over there, which is $20 million sitting there. Pretty close. I mean, still a long ways away from being the 200 million. That's why I'm going to just kind of keep. That's why I said once we get, and plus we're up off the thing, and we're starting to get a lot of sections of the map that needed some terraforming too. So we're going to make our field about that distance there, and then we're not going to go up any further. That's it. We'll make them all even, and then I'll make a nice road around them so that we can do this sort of thing. And then it's just, we'll start clearing trees and making money. That the Brooks holds 2 million liters at a time. That's $2 million. That's two, and it takes about, I would say, about 180 to 200 trees to make $2 million. So, and we're a little ways away, but we would have made more with the planks. Don't get me wrong. We really would have. But it was becoming a pain to auto-load everything, and then when the cell thing didn't work, it was kind of like, eh. So, yeah. And then we'll take our straw back up to the fertilized machine. It just sold. It just made us, we took about $50,000 off, which is cool. But I hope you guys, I hope, but I know that many of you will enjoy what I'm going to be doing. And we'll be revamping the time one last time, I think. Like on a series like this, I think an hour is what we need, because there's so much to do. As you can see, I've been doing this for 35 minutes now, and we're still not accomplished what we need to. We have to get this off. We have to lime this field and get it ready to seed, and then we have to plow in another field still. So it's very time-consuming. So you need the hour to be able to get some stuff done. I've always enjoyed the hour for multiplayer because when you're doing it single player, you know, whatever, but multiplayer, you always have somebody to talk to, you know, that sort of thing. So I'm, like I said, I've got some big plans, and I've got some big plans that are outside of the channel as well, but the channel included, if you know what I mean. So we're just going to be doing what we need to do. And I'm not going to, I am going to let this out of the bag, that when my video style changes, that's it. There won't be any deviation from that anymore. I've done that, been there, done that, as they say, too many times. And it's enough. I've reached the end of my rope. And that's it. But I've never, ever, ever, ever been more excited. You know, I was to the point where I thought about just starting a new channel. I really did, guys. I really did, because I've gotten so far away from myself that it doesn't even feel like my channel anymore. I know it's still me talking, and it's still me entertaining and having fun and singing and doing the things I need to do, and that's me. What you get is me, and that will never change. So no matter what style videos we do, I'm still going to be me. I'm still going to be... But we've seriously gotten away from the teaching, and we've seriously gotten away from the learning, and that was what my whole goal was, is I wanted you guys to be able to see farm sim through the eyes of a real life dairy farmer, and that's what I wanted you to do, and I've gotten away from that bad. And you know, this whole, you know, as a content creator, oh, he's done. So let's leave him here for now, and we'll go over to him and clean up all his stuff that he messed up on. So we'll get rid of that. We will get rid of that, and we will... Whoops. But as a content creator, you seriously want to put out, you know, videos, and you do, and this whole... I don't know whoever started it, but it started where somebody decided along the line, I don't know who it was, I don't care to know who it was, but somewhere along the line, somebody said you have to push series. And you have to push them and push them and push them and push them and push them. And that became the prerequisite to everybody. It became the meta, as they say. In Call of Duty, they say the meta, which means that what the meta is somebody comes up with this new way to, you know, this new gun to rock, or this new skin to run, or this new armor to run, and everybody watches the video on it. Next thing you know, everybody's doing it. So somewhere along the line in Farm Sim, and especially in Farm Sim 22, we've gotten away from playing the game. I guess the word is the best word I'm looking for. Like a channel like myself, who is teaching and going through all the why we do things like this, and what happens, and you know, how it happens and why it happens. We got more into, oh, well, we want to just go to the next day, and we want to see stuff. And I'm sorry, and it's absolutely no offense to anybody, but a lot of that is the viewers. A lot of that is you guys saying we don't want to watch a running clock. You know, we want to see what the next day is. We want to see progression, and you know, that was never like that in FS, you know, 17 and 19, and towards the end of 19, it became this thing where let's just push and push and push and push, and we got to get finished with a series so we can get on to the next one. We got to get into it. You know, I just want to get onto a map and just settle in and do things like you're supposed to, and not this pushing stuff. I think as not necessarily a content creator, but as somebody who doesn't do that in the farm, doesn't do that on the field, to find myself doing it here is just like, wow. I just, you know, it frustrates me. So, you know, like the whole idea to me of a story mode, shall we say, or, you know, and I'm trying to tell a story here. I'm trying to like let you guys know that this is how we do it, you know. This is why farm. I've just said that, so I don't want to continue to say it. But to me, it's like, okay, you get up in the morning, you do this, you do this, you do this, and then if I come back, like if I start at 8 o'clock in the morning and I come back at 9 o'clock in the morning, nobody wants to see that. They want to see me come back at 8 o'clock the next day. Oh, well, thanks. You showed us worth, and many people don't agree with me. But to me, that's the problem. And it lies in, where's our baggy wagon here? We'll go grab this, take it down there. And that's what the problem is that, unfortunately, the consumer base changes. And I've always, and here's the thing is I always give advice to people about things like, oh, just do what you want to do and make yourself happy, and then I'm not doing it. So I just want to get back to the Fury that is happy-go-lucky, and, it is what it is. And it ain't what it ain't, remember? When's the last time I ever did a running clock series? When? Can you think back? I think Calmsden was the first one, and I got 13 episodes into that, and nobody wanted to watch it anymore. And I get it. Nobody wants to watch, 13 hours of realistic farming. It's just like, okay, this is boring. But somebody very close to me today said, but what about that one person that does? You know what I mean? You never know who's watching. You never know who's paying attention. And somebody could be, let's face it. So there's times when I get hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of views. And you know what? I should have dropped that off and grabbed the trailer. And sometimes I get, on some of the time lapses, we got thousands of views. So who's to saying that out of those 1,000 people, one person didn't want to watch realistic, or one person wanted to see me finish that project that I was on realistically? But it all started way back. I never had this issue in 19 when I was putting out videos. When I was on Meadow Grove and I was on No Man's Land for Fs17, or Fs19, I'm sorry. I just did me, and I did the videos I wanted to do, and I got 78 episodes in No Man's Land, and then I got, almost well over 100, I think, episodes in Meadow Grove, and people started watching it and doing it and watching it, and it started on Calmsden. We got to Fs22, and next thing you know, I was 13 episodes in, and it just, the bottom fell out. It was crazy. And then I went, and I thought, okay, and I went on to Hastings, North Dakota, and I did that, and that was the 16X map, and it took me like 15 hours to harvest a 22-acre field, and I kept getting, rude comments and things about, they don't want to watch this and don't want to do it. And you know what? I did. I changed. I'll be the first one to admit it. They say the first person and the first direction you want to go to fix a problem is to look within. And it's my fault. I have so much. Let me clear my throat so you guys can understand me. Sorry. I have absolutely so much respect for Big A and Van Ham Gaming, because they're putting out what they want. And if people watch, they watch. And if not, they're going to put out what they want. And I got caught up into that, I really did. And it was horrible. And here we are on a $200 million in debt challenge. So we're going to finish this up. We're going to stick to our guns, and we're going to finish this project. And we're going to get on to what we need to do. Whoops. But thank you all for the well wishes for my stepdad. Thank you. He's actually back home. He had something very, very, very rare happen, and I'll fill you guys in a little bit on what happened. So they went in and they found out he went in for a heart attack. You guys know he had a massive heart attack because he's in his 80s now, late 80s actually. And he was lifting pellets for his pellet stove, and yeah, you guys know what happens next. You know, shouldn't have been done it, but it is what it is. So I get the call, everything, you know, whatever. So he goes to the doctor, goes to the emergency room in the hospital. They admit him. Am I going to get this done? Ooh, come on. Come on. We're close. Oh, we're going to just use that a little bit right. Oh, look at that, guys. Who the man? Who figured out these field sizes? Exactly what we needed. But anyway, so went in, and then they said, oh my gosh, they did him an EKG, all this stuff. They go, wow, you have a massive blockage where you have no choice, but you have to get this taken care of immediately. So he goes in, and they get in all the machine all up and running. I think the next one to harvest. Anyways, they get it all up. They get it all. They start going up. They go up through your arms. They go up through your wrist, and they go through the whole arteries from point A to point B. And they get up to the blockage, and all of a sudden the doctor says, what's this left turn? Well, apparently what happens is there's a actual thing for it. It's a term. His body miraculously fixed itself, and what it did is it made a natural bypass. I think, yes, this one will be ready next month. So we're going to leave this right here. We're going to leave the harvester and everything right here, so we can come and harvest that first. There we go. And his body made a natural bypass. So literally it grew part of an artery off the blocked artery and then reconnected itself, and it's normal. And he basically had his body made a self bypass, which is very rare but not uncommon. They've heard of it. It's called a broken heart. It's called broken heart syndrome. That's what it's called. Your heart was broken. There was something wrong with it, and it just fixed itself. They sent him home with no restrictions, nothing. And what they said what caused it was stress from doing it. Nothing major, nothing like was out of whack and everything. It was the stress that he's been dealing with. So, you know, if you don't believe in a higher power, you should, because it's a miracle. It's a miracle that happened, and we all don't see miracles every day, but boy, when you hear of somebody going through that, you know, it's just amazing. But he's all better, and thank you for all the well wishes. Thank you for all of the wonderful, amazing people that you have been. As far as, you know, I gotta get in there a little bit more, and that way, because I don't think that hits that on this one. There, that's full. So we're putting 20,000 more liters of sorghum in here, and that puts us literally, I do believe, at 30,000. I'm thinking here. Let's see how much we got in here. Let's see how much sorghum we have in here. 18 plus 20 is 38,000. So we have enough to actually put that in there. This is why I did what I did. I wanted to have extra, and as the chickens grow, now we will have backup. And then if we ever were to run out of this, remember we have 120,000 in there now. 120,000 will feed them for 1 year. All right. So then when they get up, it goes up by 10,000. When they go up by 1,000, it takes 10,000 more for a year. And we have enough right now for 4 months worth. And this is why I'm going to have harvest every single month. It's going to be great. Because that one's ready that next month. Then this will be on stage 4 by next month. After that one gets harvested, then this one will get harvested the following month, and so on and so forth. And then by then, our wheat should be ready, because I think we're on, with this wheat here, we're on stage 4. We're on stage 4 already. So, look at, we're going to plant, that one's ready now, or next month. So that's stage 5. This one will be ready the following month, stage 6. That sorghum field up there will be ready the following month. So that's stage 7. Then this one's ready. And then by then, we have wheat in all of them. And then we're right back into this nonstop harvesting, and that's why I did it. So wheat and sorghum will always be coming in every single month to feed our chickens. We chip away at the wood chips. So it's a good place in the series to start just going nuts. Start clearing a bunch of trees and start doing what we need to. In fact, I may make a field behind us so that there's one right here on the farm. And I also, see, because this is why when you're doing fields, you want a bunch of small ones when you have, like, chickens or cows or any kind of animals that you need, like, a lot of straw. You just would have constantly nonstop straw coming in. And then, like I said, by the time these 2 fields are ready, boom, and we're going to plow that one in tomorrow down there where I showed you. We're going to be going by that right now. So then that one will be plowed in and ready to go. Right, we're coming up on it next because I think this is stage 3 now, right? Stage 2. So this will be 3 for that one tomorrow. 4 for that one. This one will be ready. Then the wheat one. Perfect timing. It's like we knew what we were doing. That's why you never, like, a lot of people play Farm Sim where they go through and they get all their fields done and they plant them all. Well, guess what? Now you've got to wait 6 months for them to be done. But if you took your fields and you staggered them, I do it all the time with my grass ones. I get 3 grass fields. That way, because it takes 2 stages to grow your grass. The first one, the first day, you get your first grass mowed up, and then you get it rolled so it's fertilized. You don't even have to waste your time with fertilizer on it. Because even with precision, it's not going to give you anything. And then you get it mowed, and then you roll it. You're done. Okay? You get that one. The next day, you let that go to stage 1. The next day, you mow your next field. You get it all done. Now you're stage 2. So you go on to the third field. The first one gets ready to go. So that by the time you're doing your third one, you're coming back and you can mow nonstop. That's how you do it. But when you're doing crops for animals, you want at least, if you want to just plant wheat over and over and over again, you want at least, I knew that was going to happen. You want 7 fields. Well, you want 8. But 7 works. You want 7 fields so that by the time you finished with the 7th field, your first one's ready to go. And then you plant, you harvest it, you pick up the straw, you put it in the cow pen, you lime it, you seed it, and you're off you go with precision. That field's done for that day. So if you're going to have bigger fields, you want to make sure that you can still get those fields done in one day. So when you go realistic at about 3.2 to 4 miles an hour, when you're harvesting realistic, you can literally do about a 10-acre field harvesting it. Because we did it on Iowa Plains. I did some testing, and it took me 9 hours to harvest, but that was also with a 4.5-meter header. If I had a 13-meter header, I would have had it done in 4 hours. Because you can do well over an acre an hour, realistically. Even with a 4.5-meter header, you can do an acre an hour. So, yeah, keep that in mind. So with a 13-meter header, you can do, 4, 8, 12. You can do about 4 acres an hour at 3 miles an hour. So that means because for us, we have a 5.7-meter header on the real farm here, and we have a 40-acre field, one that has to be harvested. We usually use corn in it, and it takes us 4 days to do 40 acres. That's another reason we don't have ginormous fields on this farm, is because we don't have the equipment for it. Where you find the ginormous fields is out the Midwest, Iowa, Idaho, Michigan, I almost said Massapequa because that episode's on Friends. Kansas, the Corn Belt, all that stuff. They're massive fields, but they're also all commercial farming. They've got 10, 11, 12 harvesters all going at 13 meters. So if you can do 4 acres an hour with a big 13-meter header, you can do, with 4 harvesters, you're doing 20 acres an hour. So a 100-acre field takes you 10 hours. Then you got to come and they have 10 or 12 or 14 cultivators and all that stuff. So get this, we'll put this down here, and then we're going to hopefully in the next 6 minutes, we're going to shoot some lime on this. And then we'll be wrapped up for the next couple of days. There we go. Drop this into the manure so we can make a little more money. We have made some money today because we are at 193,555 and we went down to 362. So almost $200,000 that we've made, you know, just off the fertilizer sales. And I spent $22,000 on soil samples that I didn't need to. So, yeah, I'm excited about that. And I can tell you from the bottom of my heart that I'm super excited to get me back, to get my channel back. And, you know, you guys know that have been in my OGs, I don't like to use a lot of factories. I do it because it's the easiest way to make money. It really is. I like to use my factories, if I do, to be self-sufficient. But we don't have, like on a real farm, we don't have a fertilizer maker or a manure maker or a plank factory. You got to send that stuff off and send it to, you know, if you chop down a bunch of trees, you got to send that to the sawmill. You know, it is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. But, you know, the factories are only made for convenience on Farming Simulator for making money. That's it. But generally speaking, I don't like to use them. I don't. And then we got talking in Big A's stream today about they were having issues with a certain mod. And they all come to the conclusion that it was the auto-load pallet specialization. Well, you guys know I don't use that. I use auto-load, but it's a trailer that has to be set up with auto-load. And if it's not, I set it up with auto-load myself. I have the script. So those are the things that I just don't use. But not going to happen. Not going to happen anymore. But, yeah. I think that Farm Sim has gotten away from its roots, and this is why we as a community has fallen so far off, because I understand, I get it, that there's 550,468.7 different ways to play the game, and that's what makes it complete and awesome. But after all, it's still a simulator, and you're supposed to be simulating a farmer. You know, you're supposed to be pretending to be a real-life farmer, and that doesn't mean you have to go at 3 miles an hour to harvest. That doesn't mean you have to go 30 miles an hour either. I saw somebody today streaming, and it used to be a really good friend of the channel, but they've kind of gotten away from it. So I saw them harvesting a field at 36 miles an hour, and I thought, oh my gosh. But that's how they play, so it's not up to me. So let's grab our lime. Actually, no. I'm going to grab the plow because we got to add on to that field. And then we're going to wrap up. We're going to say our goodbyes on the way down, and we're going to wrap up. Oh, I hope you listened to me ramble pretty good, because I went on quite a little tangent tonight about, you know, bottom line is, I guess, for me, I shouldn't have to explain what's going to happen with my channel. I shouldn't have to explain why I'm doing the changes. I'm doing that for you guys. I'm doing that so that I want you guys to know why I'm doing things. But I don't have to do any of that. Neither do you guys, you know. So that's why. But because I respect each and every one of you. So on that note, we're about 2.5 minutes out, and let's get our goodbyes done. So please, please, please look out for yourselves, look out for each other, and most importantly, look out for each other's families. Be sure to like and subscribe and share. Hit the little notification ding bell to get notified when Fury drops a video. Be sure to enjoy the night, the day, the weekend, whenever you're watching this. And please, just remember, I love you all. And that's cool. I mean, that's great. So I'm going to replow this whole field in, and done by the purchase the, I'm going to plow it in and then add on up there. Whoops. And see if the soil samples helped with that. And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. So off camera, I'm going to get this limed. I'm going to get this seeded. And then we'll plow in that field behind us and get that prepped for December. And then when we get to January, we'll have this cleared out, and we'll have another field ready to go here. I'm going to get a total of, I think, 9 fields. And then after that, it's clear trees. Every episode will be clear trees or harvest, and I'll be concentrating more down here. So I hope you guys understand how that works and everything goes. And yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun doing it. We're going to get this goal done one way or another. So as we get wrapped up here, remember, I love you all, and I will catch you all on the flip side.